Bow, 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 bow. Ba, ba, bow. Ba-na-na-na, 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 ba-da-da-da. Hello. Oh, I'm not stinky. I'm not stinky. Why would you call me Bob? Bobbert. Why? So mean. Is your real name Bobbert Bob? It's Bobbity Bob. Hi, Bob. Innkeeper, how you doing? Hi, Clemoniac. How you doing? Oh, I was doing well, and now I'm crying because Bob called me stinky. He called me stinky. I went to a dangerous nap in members. You went to a dangerous nap? What happened?
The pile of grey grows ever higher.
Yeah, pile of grey, but not a pile of shame. Pile of shame is the models I'm yet to build. Pile of grey is the models built, but yet to be painted. At the moment, I have no shame about that pile because I know I have no time to paint through that pile. I am thinking, though, about keeping the Votann, like, we've built some of the Votann models now. We've built our very first ones. Well, I was going to build some Thunderers on the member stream. Maybe I'll recycle that thumbnail and build another one. But because we didn't have our Monday stream, I decided, you know what, I'll just build some Steeljacks. The Steeljacks are... Ow, 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 ow. I fell asleep for a few hours. Oh, no. Oh, no. I hope you feel rested and stuff. In fact, it doesn't affect your sleep routine. And hello, Chaotic Girl, and how you doing? Let me just move this thing. There we go. So I can go over to here. Handcam. Handcam, yeah. Yeah, we built some Steeljacks. Look at this dude. Look at this mohawk there. It's not a mohawk, see? Big old gap. He's a commander. We got 6 Steeljacks built in 2 squads of 3. We got some Volkite blasters for some fire support at range. We're going to have some Thunderkin as well, and these guys will be like shooting alongside the Thunderkin. These guys will be running forward alongside our Siphon. Look, he's dancing. Bow, bow. But I like to imagine his hand goes do, 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 do. Ba-na-na-na. Get the chicken nuggies off my head. And thank you. Have you eaten? I have eaten. I actually had some chicken tempura. Tempura chicken, that's like similar to the dino nuggies. Except I have to be careful with tempura chicken. I have to make sure it's got none of the bad stuff in, because a lot of the time they add garlic or onion or something in that I can't have. I'm busy reducing the number of unpainted minis I have. I'm increasing the numbers of unpainted minis I have. You might give a number go down. No, the stocks have to do as he does. You have to have a number go up. Bigger number, better. Bigger number of unpainted minis, better. Also, the number of painted minis is also good. And the number of unbuilt minis, also good. So you need to be constantly buying new minis, constantly building them, and then painting more. So all of the numbers are just constantly going up. So for every one you paint, you need to build at least 2. And for every one you build, you need to buy at least 2 more. So it's a never increasing stockpile in all regards. Stonks a DW, yeah! Although I'm not figuring out how to make my bank account number go up. I keep buying models and it doesn't seem to work. Fancy Japanese dino nuggies. Yeah! I didn't have fancy Japanese dino. But yeah. I kind of feel tempted to buy like 4 more boxes just so I can have a squad where everybody in the squad has a fist is just pointing in different directions. It's just the most confused squad out there. But then we've got the boss over here with his plasma sword. Do you know? I've got marks on. That must be grease. That's makeup. Never mind. That's my primer or something, or... Never said your stonks would go up unless you can flog off for models. Never! No! Don't sell my models yet. To compare for unhelmeted Space Marine. Is he really? Look, helmet. Oh. But yeah, comparing the size. They're not actually that big, are they? I thought Steeljacks would be bigger. So like, oh, if you're wondering where that's from, it's on the Imperial Fist upgrade sprue. You get 1 sprue in the Combat Patrol. If you buy the upgrade sprue by itself, you get 2 of the literal sprues. You basically get half of the upgrade sprue in the Combat Patrol. It's not really worth the price in my opinion, but you do get some cool, unique things in, like this fist. Can we get it to focus? Oh, it focused for like half a second there. Maybe not even that. You know what? We'll put fish like that. You know, why don't you ever want to focus? See, it never wants to focus. Okay, we'll put this here. Okay, you can see the Imperial Fist symbol now. Try to bring it down a bit. Yeah, it's on the fist. So, the law for my Warhammer, my Templars. Thank you, the big glove. Get that off my head. With a big glove. The big glove. It's a glove full of bees. It's a glove for bees. But yeah, the law of my Templar now is that some of them fought against the 13th Black Crusade alongside the Imperial Fists. And those that did, well, or some of those that did, choose to wear Imperial Fist symbols in lieu of, or in addition to, their Templar symbols. So I'm probably going to paint like his fist yellow, or at least part of the fist yellow to represent Imperial Fists. Oh wow, just realised it is B glove. B glove and not B glove. It's a B glove. No, it's not a B glove. It's a big glove. Now it makes more sense. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I hope people weren't confused. I only just read it as B glove earlier in a member stream. I was like, oh, maybe I should redo that command. But I kind of like how stupid it is. I didn't question Conjuror previously. You're always questioning me. I'm like, should I have this guy pointing up? No, I'm like, I want to have this guy pointing up, and then Talon's like, why? Why though? I'm like, because this, and he's like, yeah, but why? And I'm like, because this, and he's like, do you know that thing in children's shows where you always get like a kid who goes, why? But why? But why? That's Talon. That's Talon to me all the time. That's him. It's him, officer. Pointing at him. He's over there. No, he's over there now. Oh, he's gone over there. Over there. Over there. He's in the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a bee glove. Run! Why are these bees like full of explosive? I don't know. Hi, Branwy. It is coming in for winter. The bees need gloves to keep warm. Yeah. For once, I didn't question and see what happens. Hello, hello, hello. Oh yeah, big love hearts to you all. Yeah. But what we got? Oh yeah, these guys, look, they got a big old shoulder pad here. I've already got these shoulder pads. I didn't realise the shoulder pads at first, and I was trying to put them with the head because we were building these guys. And these shoulder pads, the shoulder pads on the melee ones don't fit on the shooty ones. So it's like, oh, what is these things? Is it like something to cover the back of the head? It's like, no. It's shoulder pads of a melee, dudes. And this, you know, this is what happens when you don't look at instructions. Sometimes it goes a bit wrong. Yeah, they're pretty cool models. For things I do like about them, and if it did grow on me a bit more, is that they're very, very quick to build. There's not many pieces to them. It's a very quick and easy build. And they look really nice. Things I don't like about it, though, is that there's no posing them. These legs are not posable in the slightest, and even trying to do the thing where you just cut them off at the knee and repose it, it's not that easy because it's... The main body here goes all the way down to the back of the knee, and then the leg goes over... No. The main body here, the front goes up to the knee, and the back is open, and the glove...
Manage democracy. The B glove command should randomize between hearts, gloves with a B pattern, and the oh god not the bees mean.
Oh my gosh, maybe. Maybe. The B glove command should randomize between hearts, gloves. And I guess I could try to figure out how to make it randomize. Have a moment of... Oh, actually, no, I think there is a way. I think there might be a way. Wish I could throw bees at Conjuror. I've not got a bee model. Maybe I can find one. Oh, but yeah. So yeah, they're quite easy, quick to build. It's relatively nice. You get a few spare bits of them. These arms, by the way, these spare arms, I can show them here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, the seal's too strong. The plastic's not as strong as the seal. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Oh, I'm trying to open it, but no. There we go. There we go. Oh gosh, that's a strong seal. I was going to destroy the plastic. But yeah, these power fists, or concussion fists as they're called, and arms, they're the same size as Space Marine arms. You could easily fit this onto a Space Marine. And because it's designed to have a shoulder pad on already, you could easily put the Space Marine shoulder pad over them. In fact, doing Space Marine one might be slightly bigger. The only issue is you've only got 3 fingers on the fist compared to 4 on the Marine one. If you're a bad mod, you can throw coal. You get it instead. No! Hi, Rob! Sorry, Marco. How you doing? Steel jacks off it. They are very cool. And then you got like the power knives or power swords. The thing about these model bits, I think it's very good if like play Iron Hands as well or something. These are very clearly robotic joints there. And it can easily fit them onto a Space Marine, and I think it fits pretty well. I think maybe you might want to just trim down certain parts or like sculpt on some symbols or something just to make it feel a bit more Marine-esque. If you wanted like some kind of unique model parts, it all fits rather well. And it's like, compare this thing to, so this is their bolt gun that they're equipped with for the melee ones. And it's pretty much perfectly sized for a heavy bolt pistol. It's slightly bigger than a heavy bolt pistol. I think these things would also make good hell blasters. But now the chest is way too wide with how it's up modelled here. Giving my Marine tiny Trek arms. If I'm good, modern till Christmas, Santa Claus will allow me to throw a rock in her window. No! I think these games guys seem quite built, what we're building. We're going to build some Votann, but for some normal Votann. So yeah, the chest piece on the Steel Jacks is a lot wider than the chest piece on a Space Marine. But it wouldn't take much modelling at all to make the arms go in to fit the Space Marine chest plate, and then just put some shoulder pads on. You might need to trim down the shoulders a little bit to fit the shoulder pad over. But yeah, these could make great Hellblaster volley guns. Not volley guns, that's the Empire ones. Okay, make great Hellblasters. And they just got some cool pieces in. So yeah, if you're a Marine player, I mean, it makes sense that they're quite compatible. I think especially for Iron Hands, they'd be pretty good, or do like an Iron Hand successor. I feel like Space Marine is cheaper than one of these guys. Well, I mean, these guys have lots of spare parts. How expensive are they? Like, let's compare them to Space. They'll probably be more expensive than Hellblasters, that much. Hi, Fin's Falcador, by the way. Surprise banana. I'm not a banana. I just look like one right now. Cuptle, don't eat me. Don't eat me. No! Let's look. Talan convinced me we're going to... Oh, look, it's the knight. The knight model. That's a pretty cool knight, though. Let's go. Put him on a square base. Okay, it's loading. It's loading. Warhammer 40k. Xenos armies. Why is it a Xeno? It's not Xenos. For mutants at best. £38 for 3 Steeljacks. Yeah, so they are pretty expensive for just 3 of them. Compared to Space Marines. Let's go to Imperial Fist because there's less of them. Compared to like 42 for 5 Intercessors or 40 for 10. I mean, they're the same price as Graphis Marines, and honestly, they Power Fist something would probably... Actually, no, they wouldn't work too well with Aggressors. Because Aggressors have guns on the Power Fist.
That's tall for a dwarf.
That's because they're not dwarves, technically. Well, they're even short. They're meant to be big, and they're still short. Oh, look, Captain, we've got that model. But yeah, £40 for 10 of them. So they're definitely not going to be cheaper than buying from. I'm just saying, like, if you've got spare bits on these guys, like if you're a Votann player and you're a Space Marine player, Steeljack's very cool, very good unit, but their parts are quite compatible with the Space Marine if you wanted to, you know, use spare bits to customize your dudes. It's probably what I'll do. But yeah, I am kind of disappointed in the size, all in all. They are a bit... They've got a big base. But they're still kind of a bit short. Like, look at this short stack here. Space Marine's taller than him. It feels weird that they're toughness 6 with 3 wounds. With how tiny... Well, they are just robots. What are we building today? Well, we got this guy. We got the things of a Combat Patrol magazine. There we go. And this is going to be our Carl, the intern. Yeah. But we've also got these 10 warriors over here. And I've got some other stuff. Oh gosh. Gotta be careful with that. And then... Look! Jaegers! Jägermeisters. Shame they ain't have a record of insults. It's tall for a dwarf, not fast for a dwarf though. Actually, I think they might be fast for a dwarf. I think they're like 6 inches. Something they can move. But yeah, we got Jaegers. Oh, they're pretty cool. I like Jaegers. They're very fitting for my Space Marine army. Ooh. Oh no, this is the same Votann sheet as the Steeljacks have. And Honestly, do you know where we say the Tower of the Weebs? The Votann seem more weebish than the Tower. I think they just taught the Tower how to be weebs. Oh, so that looks like Necron symbols to me. The Steeljacks have these cool things. Not the Steeljacks, the Jaeger Kill Team. That's this. It's an invitation to smash. No, it's not. Now those are kind of boring tokens. I was hoping for something a bit more. They're more colourful. On the other side. But yeah, I'll probably just throw these. I don't need them. Instructions, throw them. I was wondering where my bases were, but over here. On the same size base as a Space Marines. Actually, nope, on a smaller base. Never mind.
Votann rarely gets appeared in books. It's a bummer, and another for the giant codex of disgruntlement.
And we got some Votann lore with Combat Patrol. They keep getting killed by orcs, which is quite fitting. Oh, we got the Jaegers here. And very cool. I want to use spare bits on these guys to model this guy. Because I like the idea of him being more mercenary. So I kind of want to go with these more mercenary type bits to model him up. Not sure how I'll do that though. How many fingers does a Votann have? I'm just looking. No, they have 4. Well, not a Votann, a kin. A kin have. Yeah, they've got 4 fingers. So if I'm having only 3 fingers on this thing, it's just... Oh yeah, and they only have 3 fingers on their... The Steeljacks, yeah, they only have 3 fingers on 1 thumb. 3 fingers and a thumb. Do. Yeah. And yes, it's a fancy way, or fancy 40k way of the Book of Grudges. Thanks for that. Hi IOS, how you doing? Now that stuff down the left of the transfer sheet has rune letters. No, what are you on about runes? Do they just have an RPG there? That's just an RPG. I think every faction needs a Book of Grudges. Maybe. Maybe that's true. Okay, I can't actually remember what's in my list. Exactly. We've also got these things. Oh my gosh, this stuff's reflective. Well, that's why I did it at an angle so you
Silly
can't see my
squats.
head.
They can try to insult you, but you just tell them to fly up here and say that to my face.
You know they'll just chop you down at the knee. Of course, who wouldn't want an RPG? People who don't like role-playing games. Yeah, the Capri Sun. The Capri Sun Defender. Or the Carrier. It either carries Capri Suns or it defends them. I can't remember. Do I have 2 of the carriers? Or is it 1 carrier and 1 defender? I'm a bit sad you can split the Jaeger squad. Ow. You can split the Jaeger squad. But you can't actually change what the weapons are. Like, you can't have half of them with shotguns and half of them with pistols and knives. So it's like, yeah, I got 2 carriers armed with magnet coil auto cannons and twin magnet Coil autocannon. Only toughness 7 with a 4+ save. But they're pretty cool. Because, ow! Was that a slab of meat you just threw at my face? Oh my gosh. iOS versus Fins. It's fairly even. Oh no, Fins looks like it's... Kenny, you will get the kill. Not quite. Oh, another crit. iOS needs to... Oh, if iOS gets a crit now. Oh, iOS needs to dodge here. Oh gosh, Fins needs to... Ow. Oh, Fins dodged iOS. Oh, that was close. But yeah, they got this cool rule, which is... In your shooting phase, after this modular shot, select one enemy unit except monsters of vehicles hit by foes' attacks, and they're suppressed, meaning they're -1 to hit. Next time it makes attacks. So, it's interesting. It also has Scouts 9 inches, firing deck 5. And it can carry 5 Jaegers. Yeah. Jaegers are pretty cool. What do I have? I have mine equipped with bolt rifles and plasma knives, because plasma knives are super cool because they got AP 2 and 2 attacks. And 2 attacks isn't great. The Yeet will continue until you say hello. Hello, Sarah. I said hello earlier. I thought it did anyway. I thought as soon as she arrived, it said hello. Oh, thank you for the Yeets, I guessed. And thank you for being here. Big hearts. You can't see the heart. It's down here. But yeah, they got a bunch of... 8 of them have bolt revolvers and a knife. Then one has a Magna Coil rifle. And oh, it's an APM launch. I don't know what APM stands for. Makeshift plushie of cupcakes when? I don't know. When I get popular enough to be able to do this. You said hello during the member stream. I did. Have I said hello as soon as you arrived, Edwin? Maybe I just said hello in my head. Maybe I'm silly. Wait, makeshift or makeshift? I think it's makeshift. I think it's makeshift. But what are we doing? The AMP launcher, anti-vehicles and stuff, so they're kind of cool. Magna Auto Rifle's basic of a sniper rifle. Oh no! Bob exploded. Hi, Dr. Smilex! Yeah, they're pretty cool.
No, it's Gold Ship, obviously.
They're not gold shit.
Here's a dumb law, can kill the creator of the Sister of Silence. The reason Ken's too busy with the killing spree he didn't realize H.
Killed the creator of the Sister of Silence. The reason Khan's too busy with the killing spree he didn't realize the kill counter went up by an extra 1 and got confused. Oh. Someone drew that man for his bad joke. No more Inquisition. Worth. There's always Inquisition. There's always an Inquisition. Yeah, I've heard that about Khan. So what do I want to do with this guy? We've got these. I'm thinking. I'm not certain. I kind of want to just replace his entire body, right? And go with one of these Jaeger bodies. For fun. That's the other thing. What's he actually equipped with? I'm going to have to check New Recruit now. Don't forget to like the stream if you've not liked it already. New Recruit. Top, I forgot to... That's one of the reasons I went here. Okay, he's got a Quag multi-generator, Quake, Rampart Crest, Mascot Nut. Okay, yeah, that's it. He's got the Power Fist. And the Volkite Disintegrator. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. Now I launched myself right into Inquisitor and he disappeared. He disappeared! Oh my goodness. No! Bob destroyed the Inquisition! Hey, Conjuror. Hey, iOS. What do you need? Have a cat-shaped cupcake materialized instead. Oh. I'm not cat-shaped. Okay, we take the mascot net. Oh, I succeeded where I have failed. No, you didn't steal my coal. I've still got... Wait, no, it's empty. No! Cupcake. Cupcake, yeah. Let me up in jail. No, I won't let you up in jail. Ow! Thank you for the food. I've already eaten, though. You don't need to make me eat. I've had plenty of nom-noms just before the stream. Oh, some nice chicky. Oh, some nice chicky chicken. Banana chicken. Up, up, fat cat. No, no. You can't just try making me. Tubs. It doesn't work like that. How does this attach? Like, you go like this. So surely it goes over here, right? Like, no, not like that. Ow. Thank you. Okay, so that goes like that. That goes like that. Fish goes like... Okay, so this feels like it's meant to go here. Okay, it goes like that. Nice.
Gonna give this cat so many nuggies they are gonna end up being a tubby. One for my Borderlands guys. Then we will farm her for legendaries.
No! You can't farm me for legendaries. I'm not farmable. I'm too strong. This speech is automatically my phone now. I never wanted this. I never wanted. You stole the power from the gods. I stole no power. It was freely given. I feel like there's meant to be a piece here. Oh, there it is. It's here. The cola sound effect is very realistic. Yeah, I had to throw a can of cola at a wall and I cried for 6 days afterwards. I'm joking, I just found the sounds online. I found them on Pixabay, which is like user submitted Foley and stuff for sound effects. And a lot of them are literally just people throwing the stuff that is meant to be a sound off at walls and stuff, and you can very clearly tell. Especially on the fact that it's not very good audio quality. Like, yep, you just recorded your microphone. But yeah, everyone starts somewhere. And it's free stuff, so I'm not going to complain. And some of the sounds are very, very useful. Very nice site. If you ever need sounds, Pixabay is great. At least it used to be. Do 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 do. No. She stole nothing. She is the power. All hail the primal being. No, I'm not a primal being. Okay, there's this cool little base. Cool little base for a cool little window. It's a cool little base for me. No. Cool little base and cool little window. Cool little base for me. Do. What am I even doing? What am I saying? You know, I'm gonna make him a sniper. I'm not gonna make him a sniper. I want this one. Okay, 77. I imagine goes with 78 and 79. And 80. Boss fight. Why do we hear music? Because I always have music on. Also, fingies. Sorry, I missed your fingies thing. I have to let that through. I should make that thing that makes it possible to tower people. To tower people. Time for the duel. You know, it'd be great if I could like have a Yu-Gi-Oh mode in this. So you can have your little cupcakes fight. Oh, and then you can like spend your sprinkles on different cards. So you can have different cards in your deck that do different things. That'd be so cool. What I'm thinking. Yeah, he's definitely not posed up for this. That's a bit too steep for him. Can I steal the legs from here though? No, it's part of a body. I wonder if there's like some legs that are nicely posed up for this. Like running legs. Enough those legs. Do. Okay, kill team kits are usually a bit more complicated than normal kits. Thanks, Ada Food. Yeet to eat. I mean, thrower. Oh, throw people. Do you mean where he makes everyone, you know, screensaver? And everyone just goes all over the place. So that some people end up stuck up high. and then I have to pull them down. You want to go into the sky, but if you go into the sky, you'll be the center of the stream. Right where I'm building the models and my thingies. That bit looks kind of weird. Maybe there's meant to be like a cloak or something that goes with it. I think it's this piece. Ah, there we go. That goes like that. Oops, I threw it on the floor. Like you pick up and throw them. I mean, like what I pick up people and throw them. Like this. Whoa! Poor Anthony. He got thrown at the wall. I won! Thank you! I think the command is like attack if you want to throw someone. Let us in jail. No! The sky jail was meant to be a punishment, not a reward. You want to be in sky jail? I'm gonna stop you. Oh, look how tiny he is. Look at the tiny little boy. Look at he's such a tiny little fella. Oh, it's adorable. I'm a bird, I'm a plane, I'm heading for the top. No! Only one weak big love. Yee, thank you. You've also got the sling command, which allows you to sling yourself. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be... I don't think this guy is gonna be able to do the... Yeah, he's just gonna be at a weird angle, however, try standing him here. I could remodel the base a bit, but... Sadly, I probably do have to build him as the actual Carl model. I'll replace his head, though. Oh gosh. Sorry, your messages are being held back for review. There you go. Carl! Why would you do this, Carl? So That goes like that. Oh my gosh, he's so much bigger. Is the rule to be a boss of Votann, you have to be bigger than the other Votann? Also, which one's a teleport quest? I need to figure this out. I think I need to open up my new recruit page again and look at which ones... Which one he even has. I think he has the shield quest. Okay, his legs go back there. You gotta go. Bye bye, big hearts to you. And to everybody else. Thanks for the bombardment. Get that chicken nugget. Get that dino nugget off my head. There we go. Oh. Oh. Fit the legs together neatly. There we go. Okay, so you must go like this here. There, he goes like that. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Dropped. Okay, I have to go to the new recruit page again. New recruit. Where is top post? Successful mining company. You know it must be good if it's called successful in the name. Okay, Rampart Crest. That's the one that gives you an invulnerable save. The Steeljacks have the Preymark Crest. Every time they get a critical wound, that attack has a precision ability. Nice. Okay, I don't know which one's a Rampart Crest and which one isn't. I'm a gnome and you've been gnomed. You're gnomed, what? There we go. Yeah. Sorry, my chat on my phone had gone weird. Okay, definitely want for concussion. I'm guessing that's the Rampart Crest. That looks like the same as the Preymark Crest. Okay, what do we give these guys? Yeet has a funny little helmet with a dwarf looking out. Get notifications. Oh, Uber Eats. Don't worry. Lots of bases at bases everywhere, but not one to care. I'm just looking like what spare bits I can give him from these other kits. It's fun to give him one of those helmets, actually. If it fits. Oh, there's little shuffles! Hi, Native Engine. How you doing? Don't eat cupcakes.
Time to feed a cupcake Halloween candy.
Oh no, you can feed it Halloween candy. That's nice. That's fine. Oh, there's a concussion gauntlet. Piece 112 there. But... so yeah, I could take this and that and put them together. Don't they have female Votann heads now? I wonder if it's on one of these spoos. Ooh, those are cool heads as well. Okay, I'm looking at all the heads. I like the idea of them not being the wealthiest. Oh yeah, there's a little female head there. Nice. So... yeah, I'm thinking... where's the other one? Where's the other head? One there, there's two here. One there. Doesn't this mean that one has two as well? No. Oh, because they are different spoons, okay. What I'm thinking is that helmet. Now to figure out what 1800 points of Tyranid is, answer bugs everywhere. So after discovering this guy in the Noblite Discord who's homebrewing a whole sector, we have arrived at 18,000 points of Imperial vessels. That's Marine, Navy and Admech. Whoa. That's a lot. Okay, just trying to see if this helmet even fits in on the Carl body. It might not fit at all. Darn it, I dropped a head. Yeah, it doesn't look like it fits. Which is sad. We've got enough pressure in, maybe I can push it into the gaps. Okay, no, it fits. Yeah. Do not do what I just did with a knife, where you're pointing it upwards as you press down upon the knife. I think roaches are Tyranid spawns. No! But, I mean, you might be right there. Well, okay, where's the tiny spoon now? It's here. Okay, I'm thinking... kind of don't like the idea of him in a big thing on his back. And instead it's smaller. Early Tyranids. It could definitely be... What's it called? What'd the word be?
Everybody
Headcanon?
gangster. Then the roach starts flying.
What about when spiders start flying? Oh no! I put the head in and it fits, but it actually caused this entire body to crack. I ever had a head so heavy, it caused your entire body to crack in half. Okay, never mind. There's certain species of spiders that can fly. Oh, actually, I'm not sure that's true. I know there's some stuff that look like spiders that can fly. I still remember you saying that you and your dad tried building a robot horseman cute. Yeah, it never really went anywhere. But we wanted to. And that's all that counts. And we started a little bit. And we got so far. Oh, where did we... Oh, here it is. There we go. Yeah, my father and I tried building a robot, but I don't know why. I could put this cool thing on his back. Or I could go for one of these backpacks. I like the idea of him being very mercenary, very... You know, you don't really want to trust this guy. He's a used car salesman. If a Votann are capitalists, Cuptle, my man, he's the used car salesman of the Votann. Yeah. Maybe I don't even want to use that head. I just wanted to see if it fits, but then he got stuck there. If I had a flying spider, I would send it to steal Cupcake. No! Why? Hey kid, you need a spaceship. Got a spaceship right here. It's only got 200,000 light years on it. Nah, backpack doesn't fit. This does though. Okay, we'll put that on. And Solo. Ballooning is where light spiders are carried off by the wind on a strand of silk. Oh. You know they can spin web when they are younger and use that to travel. It's your coating getting caught to the wind while you're wearing it. Yeah. Ballooning. I think Cupcake would make Virgil move on that spider. Who's Virgil? Okay, I imagine this piece must go here. Yeah, that's correct. Devil May Cry. Oh.
Slaps ship, this baby can make so many warp jumps. As one of the sensor arrays clatter to the floor.
Yes. That's exactly how I imagine him. Oh, wait a minute. Who's, one of those endearing characters that I kind of like that? Do you like Stan from Gravity Falls? Torpo is like Stan from Gravity Falls. He's got a weird business that doesn't seem to work and makes no sense. But he's got something secret he's working on that actually matters a hell of a lot more. But he doesn't really tell anyone about it. That's how I imagine him. If I could go there. Oh, 12 the legionnaires walk into a bar. They're both Alfarius. Heard that one before, I think. I think you've said that one before. Yep, okay, it goes this way. Okay, what I'm thinking, I take this Volkite weapon here. Take one of these arms here. Does this arm fit nicely here? Yes, it does. Good. Okay, there we go. Instead of having a bolt rifle, though, you'll have a concussion weapon. No, he'll have a Volkite blaster. Yeah. And then just cut this away like this. I had to go now. Bye bye, Dr. Schmilex. It was nice of you to pop in. One of my favourite Imperial ships is the Vanquisher class. Only 4 survive, but they are all mothballed and scavenged from spares. When all heck broke loose, they rush jobbed them into working. How good were they though? Did they do super well? Yeah, they have to. They have to be like, that battleship. Have you seen the film Battleship, where it's a bunch of aliens invade and they like get an old WW2 battleship online and defeat the aliens? Online's the wrong word, but you know what I mean.
It's called Battleship Mother, and it features the mighty Mo.
It was a Mighty Mo. Yeah, I like Battleship. That's a fun film. It's so silly. I think for how silly its premise is, it takes itself a bit too seriously. The USS Missouri. Oh, is that from Mighty Mo? But yeah, so are the Vanquisher classes really good? I hope they are, because my favourite version of a Lehman Russ is a Vanquisher Lehman Russ. Like, I just like the idea also of just like a mothball ship cobbled together from various working parts, fast to go online way sooner than it should do, being completely surrounded by enemies, and it just absolutely obliterates them. Like, do you know what that one thing from the Eldar, where the Avatar of Cain just goes absolutely wild and destroys everything? Loads of Tyranids. I imagine that, but it's a spaceship. Afternoon, TA. How you doing? Okay, these two bits do not want to go together, do they? Nope. Why is his hand so much smaller? Yeah, I don't need this back bit here. There we go. That's just getting in the way of success. Yeah, now it works. Hopefully, on one side. That's all that matters. Just lots of glue. Name fire fine. We have a decent enough firepower. The main thing is, it's the cheapest battleship you can get. I thought you said there's only 4 left. Why is it cheap? It needs to be expensive. Yeah, Forkite Blaster. Oh, yeah. There he is. Look at him. I wish I could swap its bow torpedoes and Nova cannons, because she is very slow and has no dorsal weapons and her torpedo power is lacking. Oh no. That doesn't sound good. I kind of feel like I want to pull that head up now though. And give it one of these heads. Like, is there something that gives... Is there a head here that gives off used car salesman vibes? I want to go for that. Like, we got... Dropping it. We got this over here. This is order heads. So one that gives off used car salesman vibes. And that one kind of does. Erland, the real reason was Murica, heck yak. The reason why in Battleship the aliens fought against the Mighty Mo is because the current American ships are all digital, so the aliens knew how to mess the systems up, but with the Iowa class it was analog and couldn't be manipulated. Yeah. Like 3/4 of the American fleet was wiped out to the initial attack. Yeah. I mean, it's true, but at the same time, it's such a silly film. You'd think if it advanced enough to be able to just hijack all of our systems digitally without us being able to stop it, would be able to find and shoot a single battleship. And like have missile systems and stuff. But no. It's got a pointing thing. I kind of don't want him pointing. Your mass gauntlet looks different from the concussion gauntlet. I could just give him a concussion gauntlet and use it as a mass gauntlet. That would work. Because it's not like he has stats for a concussion gauntlet. Thanks for the head pats by the way, Feridas. Oh, I want a Gene Stealer cult head. I don't have any Gene Stealer cult models yet. Just so I can put it in his hand and he'll be like, what the heck is this dude? I don't reckon with 16-inch diameter, 1.5 tons of American freedom units. Wait. Which type of tons? Freedom unit tons, which no one likes. Or proper tons? Or the other ton? You got for short ton, for long ton, for British ton, for kiloton. And by kiloton, I don't actually mean kiloton, I just mean grams. Oh, and honestly, this lines up really well. That tube from the warrior unit lines up perfectly with his backpack. I think with both of the normal characters, isn't like the two characters? Oh no, there's one character. You can make Uther for Destined or something from the car kit. There he is. Now he looks a bit more unique. Tarpo successful mining company. You know it's successful because it says so in the name. You want some iron? Well, you're in luck. We just mined up a ton of iron. You know, the price of iron's been going up with all the Tyranid attacks and the chaos stuff. My competitors would charge you 1,500 a kilo right now. But I don't want this iron. It's taken up storage space that I need to free up. So, since you're going to do me a favour, I'm going to sell you this iron. 750. No, 500. I can go down to 500. Ah. 500 per unit. Like, what are you on about? Last time I bought iron, it was 100 a unit. You know, yeah, but last time wasn't as many Tyranids. Wasn't as much chaos, was there? Like, fair enough. Okay, you know what? Just for you. 350. Nope, nope, you got my arm. 250. Next time you see the iron merchant or somebody selling iron, we're down to 75. It's like, you know what? All these Tyranid attacks makes all these ships being blown up. Iron's cheap as chips nowadays. We've been mining this planet that once was still full of people. Tyranids ate them all. So much iron, my goodness. What do you mean you paid 250 per unit for iron? Iron's cheap as it's ever been. The shells are between 860 kilograms and 1220 kilograms, so one of those is a ton. You know, that's true. Okay, there you go. How is my Carl looking? Does he look unique enough? He's got one arm that's covered in the thing, but this arm's not because it's got the big old thing on it. No, he's not looking unique enough. How do we make him look more unique then? What do we do? We could give him like this little bowcaster thing on his bowkite. You can't, it's a 40k universe. Everything looks the same. That's mean. Give him like this sniper thing on his head. Oh my gosh. Can that actually fit? I've had a stupid idea, but it might just work. I've got these things that look like from a... I can't remember what it's called. Ghost something other. Tom Clancy video game. Can we fit from into... No, it's too big. Doesn't fit in the helmet. It works. Is it really stupid? Maybe. Depends what it is. Oh, I can give them some mining pickaxe things. That could be cool. Like, there's definitely stuff that works, but it's very stupid to do. Oh gosh, it actually goes this way. Why does it go that way? What? No, it doesn't. There's this little bag here that if it's this way, it's upside down, but if the bag is the correct way around, all the tools are upside down. What's something that works but is incredibly stupid to do? Use dynamite. Oh gosh, no, definitely never use dynamite. It's stupid. There's much better alternatives to dynamite that are far less likely to get you accidentally killed because it decides to leak nitroglycerin and blow up. I mean, old dynamite does that, but still, it's... When alternatives exist, you don't really need to use it. Oh no, it's grabbing hold of that. There we go. There we go. Okay, that doesn't really fit here. Sadly. New dynamite isn't like that. True-ish. Okay, put the shuffle on the back. No. There's not a lot of room to be adding stuff to him. Sadly. There is room to give him like a little pistol carrier. Like if we put this here. Yeah, that would fit there. No. No, no. There we go. I want to put something in his hand. There we go. He can now carry a pistol on his belt. Let's see, could this fit in his hand? Oh yeah, it's that weird bit of plastic that came off the sprue. Oh, actually, wait. Wait, I've got I can give him explosives! Oh no, I can't. Never mind, the explosives are part of that piece. Never mind. I got super excited. But, as usual, I was wrong. Wait, can I give him a shuffle? Oh, can I give him a shuffle? Where's the shuffle? Where did the shuffle go? Was like a shuffle by itself on one of these sprues. Maybe it wasn't in this one. Maybe it was on one of the... There it is! Oh, shuffle! Is there room for a shuffle in his hand? Unfortunately, it's an uncovered shuffle. Yes. Okay. Okay, there is some spare guardsman bits that have some larger shuffles in that aren't modelled so that their head is covered. Might have some in my guardsman bits. Nope, not that one. That's cool heads. Those are candles. Chaos bits. Black Templar arms. Heads. Here we go. These are like my spare guardsman bits, or guardsman sized bits. Right, we've got Tempestus Scion heads here. Escher heads, Servitor bit arms. Chaos cultist bits. There's a whip. That's probably from Clan Escher. Nah, I don't think there's any cool spare bits in here, unfortunately. No. No shuffles, sadly.
No blasting charges for the dwarves. That's the Gene Stealer's thing. The poor purple peeps will be so lost without their boomsticks.
Actually, no, for dwarves, the kill team has blasting charges. I don't think it has a rule for blasting charges, but it does have model. And if the kill team rules, it probably has rules for blasting charges. Yeah, I'll give him a little shuffle. You'll have a little shuffle, yeah. You've heard of shuffle time. You've heard of power fist time. Now get ready for power shuffle. Oh yeah, boy. Okay, he's got his cool. It's at an angle, so you know he's cool. He's got his nice arm like that. Oh, it's so stupid. Power shuffle was excited gas mask noises. Oh gosh. Okay, will this shoulder pad fit over there? It will. Might as well put it on then. Okay, there you go. I like him. That, I guess, is Torpo. Now, I kind of just want to put these at his feet if there's room for them. To just, like, decorate his space up even better. To make him... I want to make him feel relatively unique and not just looking the exact same as every other call out there.
Votann to build, rock and stone.
Yeah. Hi, K-Trax, how you doing? Big heart. That hoodie print is slowly fading. One day there'll be no more excited gas mask noises and I'll be sad. No. Yeah. There's I have to have him on this big old decorative base thing because otherwise it'll be too small. You know. Okay, I'm going to take the 10 bases from the Votann warriors and use them for my Jaegers, just so that I don't have 10 bases floating around by themselves. Okay, this backpack goes onto there. Yeah, nice. There we go. How many he also runs around with a half guard? So I guess he can't be that impoverished if he's got half guard warriors. I feel like I have a theme with most of my armies of trying to make them somewhat impoverished. Like, I just like the idea of, you know, the different forces being underdogs and just having minor representation in the 40k world. Whereas, like, anything can kind of happen in 40k and it won't really affect
You just know he takes the
dudes.
tactical rock everywhere with him. It's like his little steppy stool.
Yeah, he's gonna lose steppy stool. I don't think my guy would be upset about that. He's a used car salesman. Even if he was upset, he wouldn't show it. He'll just always seem super happy as he's trying to con you and scam you. Or maybe a bit more like Stan, as I said earlier from Gravity Falls. Actually, no, make him more like that. He tries to be happy and whatever, but he has a very clear limit, and he'll become very rude. And is perhaps not as a good salesman as he likes to pretend he is. There you go. My favourite walk. Oh my gosh, Bob's just fireworking away. No, Bob, no. You can't defeat Inquisitor Muffin like that. I'm sorry. There we go. That's a mod command for fireworky one. Ba 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 ba. Not a mod, a member command, sorry. Member command. Okay, then we got the heads. And we got the wires. There we go. There we go. And then empty sprue can be thrown away. Yeah. Okay, now we need to like decorate this guy up. What does he want? I say decorate him. I want to give him the AMP launcher or the AP. What does APM stand for? Does anyone know? Class, can you tell me what APM stands for? Is it anti-personnel machine? Automatic pulse machine. You know, I have no idea. Okay. So, there's a rocket launcher. What would his other hand be filled with? That's piece 144. Doesn't look like it has. No, it doesn't have another hand holding it. Just wait you foul prophet of a foul god, I will get you. Why? Why are you attacking? Is this what happens when Nurgle and Cinch minions meet one another? They start just attacking each other. Antio, you gotta take that line down. Firework. Where's Bob gone? Where is it? Hi. There he is. Oh! Bob the innkeeper. No! No! Can't you find a diplomatic solution? In total peace hammer. I wonder what arm it actually wants you to use with the APM. I just want you to use a bolt pistol. Interesting. A bolt revolver. You have a bolt revolvers, by the way, that we've got. But not bolt pistols. Okay, there's not actually enough room, is there? Oh no, for this. You can't stop losing. No. You need to get to the right part of the screen. Why are you intent on fireworking me? What did I do? Okay, that arm's not going to actually fit on him. What did I do to you, Bob? Bobbit. Bobbity boy. Bobbly Joe for Bobby Bob. Yeah, I'm going to give them these cool things here. My muffin refuses to get to a position where I can hit your forehead. No! What do you mean? You don't need to hit my forehead. Nothing gets a trick shot. Well, it seems like you're not very good at the trick shot then. Nothing personal, kid. I'm just doing a trick shot. Okay, but I can go here. Oh my gosh, I just realised. This guy is a bionic arm, a robot arm who's got all the explosives. Which suggests in the past he lost his arm because he was too busy trying to fling the explosives and failed to get them far enough away. Oh gosh, that's stupid and I love it. Is your arm like... Actually, no, I can't really fit that there. I think I have to go with this piece for him. No, you dodged my perfect trick shot. Nah. Oh, he's here. Nah, but he moved before he fireworked again.
Every time Bob says firework, I just think of the person being a wizard in the woods throwing balls at people saying lightning bolt.
No. Bob, you have to challenge him to a duel now. He's being so mean to you. I'm just making my followers, my watchers fight. Please wait while Gamba. Don't wait, Bob! Explode him! You won 20,000! Nice! We're fighting. Anthony's taken first blood. But he hit Bob even harder. Oof, the poo stick is... Oh, it's critting, never mind. Oh, Bob just got crit. Oh, Anthony dodged. But Bob dodged. Oh my gosh, we won't stop dodging. There's some dodgy geezers here. Anthony lost. Oh no. There we go. Recall head. No 1 HP more than I needed. Unfortunately, sometimes that's just the way the wind blows. And it smells a lot afterwards. Because it was raw sewage it blew over. Have you ever been to, like, on a road that goes past a water treatment plant and it's just absolutely stinks when you're having to drive past it over it? Or whatever. And it's like, ugh. And then you see there's like houses within like very clear wind blowing distance of it. It's like, nope. Whoever lives there, I feel internally sorry for. We hit another one, the same. I should have as 1 HP as well. The followers of chaos. Battling one another. Okay, where's the legs? Okay, here's one leg. And there's the other leg. There's one leg here. Other leg here. We got the Magna rifle going here. If these two pieces go together like that. Yeah. If these two pieces go together first, I imagine. That's a big old piece of sprue that needs clipping off. And there's a smaller piece here. But yeah, it looks like these pieces do glue around this. Do. You want to see how short this dude is? Look how tiny he is! And he's tougher than a Space Marine as well. Toughness 5 versus toughness 4. Rigged. Apparently ranges exist. I'm good, I'm champion of Nurgle, and defeat only makes me stronger, and my enemy falls ill. Yeah, but he's obscene, so I don't think he really falls over easily.
I gamble, I win, I duel, I win, I even got the Inquisitor to acknowledge my winning of the slots. Truly I am the Raven God's most blessed.
Maybe. Yeah, but if he's rewarding you like this, you know what Sinch is like. The more you get rewarded now, the more bad stuff's got to come down for future. Like, you're going to have the Cupcake IRS coming down onto you, like taxing you because of your winnings. And then the Cupcake police are like, oh my gosh, we heard you killed a person. We heard you unalived Bob the Innkeeper in a duel. Like, what? That's illegal. I had to look at them. This is the police. There we go. Look at that. Couldn't be happier with every sprinkle. Gonna catch scurvy tomorrow. Oh. I find a way. Anthony won 50,000. Oh my gosh, jackpot. Really is your day. Trick shot. And Bob got his trick shot. Nice. Oh, goodness. Don't forget to like the stream. Or Bob will have to come for your soul. Won't you, Bob? There you go. Look at the sniper. He can't put the sniper any lower, otherwise it'll touch the ground. He's not kneeling down. He's just stood up straight. He's even got a bit of a tactical rock as well. Oh my gosh. He has to stand on a tactical rock, otherwise his sniper will touch the ground when he's not using it. I keep saying he, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the one female head on this sprue and it'll become a her. Wait, where is the one female head on this sprue? There we go. The one, not obviously, I mean, you got a top knot, I guess. It looks more feminine than the others. I don't know much about dwarves.
No girls allowed, sorry.
I mean, I say girl, but she actually looks, if I can get it focused on the camera. She reminds me of doing of a Centaurans some. Like, imagine just giving a Centauran a top knot. That's what this is. From Doctor Who. Sontarha. 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 Yeah. Also, I forgot to give her a backpack. Did you know there were female space marines?
Today is good. Tomorrow? Reminds me of a trait in Titanicus that changes a command check to a 10 but makes the next one you take a 1.
What's this, sorry? Today's good. Tomorrow? Reminds me of a trait in Titanicus that changes a command check to 10 but makes an... Oh! That sounds cool, actually. So you pass one now, but you're forced to fail one in the future. Space King is great to 40k. Nah. Never. I mean, Space King embraces the mem side of stuff, which sometimes I feel like I want 40k to do more, but sometimes I wanted to do it less. Like, I generally prefer the depth of factions when they try to just not mem them up. I have sprinkles, but can't gamble with them. What's this? Wait, why didn't it let you do the gamba? Yay! Did you win?
Mum,
Yes.
TA can't gamba.
No, TA just got the gamba, don't worry about it. Sometimes it's just a bit slow. I think chat might be behind a little bit. And when chat's behind, you have to realise any delay in stream is going to be times by 3 when it comes to stream avatars and stuff, because it's all run from my PC. So first my stream, which might be delayed slightly, has to go to YouTube servers, which has to go to you. Then, take into account that delay, it has to go to the YouTube servers, goes to the stream avatar servers or whatever, and goes to my PC, and then goes to stream avatar servers, then goes back to the stream, which then goes back to you. So it means that even a delay of like half a second can quickly become like a delay of 4 seconds when it comes to wanting to do anything. And unfortunately, you just had to add a bunch of delay onto that anyway, because it just sometimes takes a little bit for it to decide to do stuff. It's weird. Sometimes though it does forget to tell you you've won, or forget to even add it to your bank account. So if you do win and it didn't give you your monies, just tell me and I'll do you the thing with the sprinkles. Oh, please be truthful. I tried a few times before, it wouldn't let me, but it worked this time. Oh. Cherry, 7. Darn it. Sontarha. Doctor Who's a bit of a weird one. Dropped it. Okay, that's not going to fit fair unless I want it up in the air, which I don't. But I can give him for grenades. Yes. Should I have him like throwing the grenades, or should I just have him like trailing behind them? Or do what I want, as do you know where they do sometimes these commemorative models and stuff? One-off models. Tau, Battlesuit Commander, Naruto running. Hi, Night Parade, how you doing? Like, wouldn't that be super cool, Naruto running Battlesuit Commander? And by super cool, I mean super silly, but also extremely cool. I'm giving this guy for Boltcaster from Star Wars. It's not just a Boltcaster, it's a bolt revolver caster. Like, look at this, it's got a revolver thing. And then it's got this bowcaster thing on top of it. I never really understood the bowcaster technology in Star Wars. Like, why does it require being pulled back? That was always my question. What is the point of it being crossbow shaped?
Something in your eye. Oh, it's me.
Oh, and then he's going to shoot you with it. Doing okay. Just got back from getting cat food. Oh, cat food! Yee! We get some cat food. I think it's called Catkins or something stupid. Really expensive cat food that my parents decided to get for our cats. They're spoiled cats. The food's more expensive than ours. Yeah, he's having to aim
Light
up
bowguns
so he can
are fun.
actually hit
This
somebody.
is the one and only time I will agree with someone so far below me. Height-wise, of course.
No, you can't say that. Thank you for the cola. Oh, thanks for the love hearts too. No, I wanted for old geezer head for this one. Yeah, there's a really cool old geezer. I can't remember what it reminds me of. Like, reminds me of in some of like those. I need to get rid of that light. And then I'd have to do this. And hope doing that it would. Focus upon the glove. Okay, where's his head? It's upside down, that's why. You know what? I'm just going to manually do the video capture device, configure video, camera control, focus, turn that to manual. Is that up or below? There you go, that's kind of. It's really hard to hold on to. I need to get like tweezers or something so I can hold these things easier. There we go. You can kind of see it now. Yeah, it looks Got an eye patch. Wearing a weird hat. Got a wiggly, ragged beard. I think the rookie bowcaster was a mini railgun rather than a blaster. The bow shape had something to do with the energy storage. Oh. I keep meaning to look that up as well about how the bowcaster works. If the ultimate answer is someone was just like, that looks cool. And fair dues to them. I think there actually is sort of a place for bows in like a modern war setting. And there are some weapons that kind of run on the same basis as a bow, but they're more of a slingshot rather than a crossbow. Because a crossbow still works in that the thing that's got all the elastic energy in it is the bow part of a crossbow, not the string part. And we do have like certain, like sort of, effectively they're meant to be sort of semi-silent weapons. And usually they're like for throwing grenades and stuff like that. Where you want to be super stealthy and you also want something very cheap, something you can throw away. It's relatively cheap to produce but also reliable. And there's also slingshots are kind of good at that. You could have an air pressure gun, but air pressure guns can be quite loud and have a very distinctive noise to them. So, while cool, you don't necessarily want them. I think these are meant to strap to a backpack or something. Maybe to the top of a backpack. So you hit your head on them. I saw something like a crossbow. They have used modern crossbows and stuff can have surprisingly good accuracy and massive range and really good armor penetration. Because a lot of things that are bulletproof are not going to be stab proof and vice versa. And the way a bow works is a bit, because it's got a lot more weight to its projectile and the projectile itself is very sharp. A bow actually has a chance of hurting someone who is wearing bulletproof vests and stuff. There's like a lot of bulletproof stuff. It's designed to withstand not just a sustained impact. It takes a single solid hit basically, and part of the vest breaks to sustain that hit, and like all the energy goes through the breaking piece. That's why they like ceramics and stuff. A sling, yeah. The idea of crossbows in modern warfare just makes me think of Black Ops game where they had an explosive bolt swinging crossbow. Bolt slinging crossbow, very dumb, very fun. I mean, that's a kind of idea of how actually you would have them in warfare. But it's like, the one that you're most likely to see, it's used to 3 different things. It's drone deployment, especially smaller drones, grenades, and sometimes like throwing cameras out and stuff, but mostly just grenades, if I'm honest. But it's like designed to be a very silent but relatively cheap and reliable weapon. Or tool, more accurately, for its description. Wait, is this guy wearing open-toed sandals? No, he's not. I thought he was. Thankfully he's not. That just looked a little bit like open-toed sandals to me. It looks a lot like open-toed sandals. If it was, it'd have very long toes. But yeah. Oh yeah. So like with ceramics and stuff, you get shot. But it wastes all of its energy just through the ceramics, and that's it. You're protected. Even if it breaks through, it would lose so much energy it doesn't really matter, and it becomes all deformed. When a bow hits ceramics, on the other hand, or like a lot of bulletproof things, especially stuff like Kevlar, or do you know, if you go with woven fabric materials on top of one another, like, do you know, for old silk ones they used for muskets, they're very good for softening blows, but the entire thing it's softening. They're not very good with cutting stuff. So if a sharpened bolt comes along, it can actually cut through all of the fabric quite easily. And the other thing with like a bow, ceramics would very much take a lot of that initial bolt coming in. And you find probably the bolt would bend as it goes into the ceramics and it cracks. But as it bends, it will then go and push back through. And because it's very sharp as it's pushing through the woven materials that keep the ceramics in place, it'll push back through you as well. But it will lose a hell of a lot of energy. But it still just has the energy of the entire bolt behind it. The weight of that bolt will be still pushing forward. And through the breakage in the ceramics. It'll protect you a lot from the bow shot, but it's not necessarily going to fully stop it. And when it comes to things that are like the soft armors for stopping projectiles, they're not very good versus knives or bows or anything sharp, really. In Half-Life games, the sniper weapon you could get is always a crossbow. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And when it comes to like trying to deliver an explosive device at range as well, a bow's not necessarily the worst option for that, or like a crossbow or something. There's a thing for explosives. Most explosives that you're going to fire at somebody aren't necessarily going to explode in impact. They're generally going to be like a timed explosive. And as a result, you can very much have a bolt design for when it's firing across the bolt, effectively primes the explosive. And starts that fuse. And then making the explosive device while attached to this sharp projectile, you can shoot it into things like walls and into like people's chests and whatever. And then it explodes. I mean, mostly walls and stuff, what you'd really want for it in real life. Okay, this guy can probably carry this, right? Yeah. It seems like it's designed to be up in the air. If it goes like this, it's not really covering enough of the arm. Sadly. I think a general design of its game was for it to be an impact fuse, and that could also work. With an impact fuse though, you do have some design in trying to make sure that it can't accidentally be triggered just by carrying it around or dropping it or something. I mean, but that's the thing, is you can also just prime the fuse necessarily as it's going through for a crossbow. But the main issue with that is... I'm just looking at pieces here. What is the main issue with what I just said? It's silly. No, you don't necessarily need a crossbow for that. Again, you could use like a proper air pressure weapon, which will be a lot more compact. They're going to be a bit more expensive to produce. Not really. Bows themselves are not cheap to produce. The best part about it was in zombies mode, where the arrow emitted drew zombies to it before it exploded. That's cool. One of the fun things though about like explosives and stuff, it's cool in films and like someone shoots an arrow and it hits into a door and then it explodes. But the question is what use does that really have that so many other things that aren't specially designed for that role couldn't also do? And the answer is usually none. Bows and stuff though have made appearances on various battlefields through the years. But generally not as an equipment that, you know, is produced and specifically designed, you know, whether said, hey, Soda, take this. It's instead someone decided just to take a bow with them and found some niche uses for it. Or simply because they had nothing else. Or like they ran out of ammo. Similarly, trebuchets have been used in a few modern conflict zones to just lob explosives. Or sometimes just solid objects at the enemy. Actually interesting. And then you actually have to look into how effective would this be if we decided to make it ourselves and to a much higher standard and degree. It's sure a place for a trebuchet on the modern battlefield. It's like everything a trebuchet can do, a simple grenade launcher can do better. The other dumb weapon with Black Ops is a ballistic knife. Is that a knife with a bullet where it can shoot? You stab someone and then you shoot them with it. That weapon does exist in real life. It's an extremely stupid design and a number of people have hurt themselves trying to like use it. I don't think actually on someone, just, you know, like on dummies and stuff. Not realizing that they're really the dummy. Okay, that feels a bit mean. click button, blade fly out, hopefully one-shot someone, and you can stick another blade in. Oh. There are spring-loaded knives, but most of them are crafting knives. Where you can press a button and the knife kind of pops out. They generally don't pop out at great speed, mind you. The point is, it just pops out so that you don't have to fiddle with a knife and trying to pull it out and possibly hurt yourself. Especially if the knife's damaged. Was a Scottish soldier Mad Jack Churchill in World War II? Yeah, broadsword and bow. Oh. Scottish soldiers are the best soldiers. Okay, this one's cool. If we can just get it connected to him so he doesn't have to hold it up. Ugh. I don't like the idea from holding the RPG up. Or the AMP launcher. The APM launcher. I know it's meant to be like electromagnetic pulse. But it's called APM, I think. That's an AMP. Don't know what that stands. Oh, stop dropping the soldier. There we go. Oh, don't. Now I dropped the gun. But it landed on my computer, so it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna have to have it shooting upwards. They say silly weapon. Yeah, it is a silly weapon. Plus those games have hit scan weapons and the ballistic knife was a projectile. Like, yeah, it's a one-shot projectile, but you have to do cumbersome things. Like lead. Oh. What was the game where you can pick up a brick and it was like one of the best weapons in the game? Oh, Future Perfect. Time Splitters. That one had a great thing to it. Dun 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 dun. Can I put this on your head? Probably.
I cast brick.
Yeah. There was also an English one that stops an enemy tank with an umbrella. How do you do that with an umbrella? Okay, I want to get one of the steel jackets here. Not steel jack, iron kin. Where's the iron kin? I don't know. There's an iron kin head. I'm wondering if this is designed for the iron kin in particular. Oh gosh, that's a pretty aggressive mode line on this guy. Yeah, that could work. Okay, where is... Oh gosh, trying to get this round piece mold line off is going to be annoying without making the round piece fly off. He stabbed it into the driver's viewport and hit the tank driver. Oh. That's cool. I probably heard about that before, and I've completely forgotten. Okay, I think this is designed to go on someone's face who has glasses or a hat on. Like a bigger head. Okay, it's definitely designed for the hats. It's perfectly on them. Not quite on the face though, if you want it on the face. Ah, whatever. We got a cool ironkin here. Oh, and I forgot backpack. Tank driver was probably feeling a little under... Oh my gosh. Bad joke. What have you been told about bad jokes? There we go. Da-da-da-da. One, two, three, four. Okay, I was four on that last sprue. That makes sense then. But we didn't have enough models, so I'm like, am I missing a sprue? Are there meant to be 4 sprues in here? We got the sniper. The captain of these squads doesn't actually have anything special on them, or like the sergeant or whatever. Make more. No, no more terrible jokes. There we go. That's an interesting design. These Jaegers feel like the closest thing we've had to Foisteren Firstborn in a long time. And that sounds silly to say, but it's just the design of them looks. It has a very similar feel to them, like the cold weather gear and stuff they've got on. Like, look at a big old jacket. That's like something a Foister and Firstborn would wear. That being said, I like how for first, what seems to be, is it the first plastic? Is a red gobbo going to be the first plastic Foister and Firstborn model they've ever done? Because I'm just thinking about it, and I think that's the case. I don't think they've ever released a plastic Foistron.
What I'm hearing is these jokes aren't funny enough. So I need practice. I take pride in my craft. My craft is punishment.
Oh no! Is that you asking to be punished? Because we can fulfill that. We'll put you into the void, from whence there is no return. Oh no. Who's gonna get the new red gobbo though? Oh god. I'm thinking of doing so. There he is. Okay, this guy can't be an Iron King because he's got a fleshy arm there. Iron King don't have fleshy arms, unfortunately. I mean, these dwarves are much bigger than the fantasy ones, the old world ones. But still, I can't get over how tiny they are. Like, look, I mean, okay, it's next to a marine, but still, he's so tiny. He's like the size of his hand. Okay, where's the other heads again? We're over here. Well, I like this head. I do like this kill team kit though. It's very nice. I imagine the Jaegers are more like the mercenary style dwarves. But one thing is the heads do feel a bit too small in these coats. Like, it feels like a child wearing the father's coat with just how oversized the coat is. I think it's meant to be that their bodies are like just overly wide and big for the head, a bit like Space Marines are meant to be. And then on top of that, underneath the coat, they are wearing proper void armor. But it does look a bit weird. Because you can't really see the void armor that they're wearing, so it doesn't really look like they're wearing void armor. If they even are. Oh gosh, this thing fell off. Yep, there we go. I like the little climbing gear on them and stuff. I like how even in all these years of the future, they're still using the exact same hoop hook thing. Whatever it's called. Oh, what do they call those things? The other ones where it's like that shape and it clips and even like tighten a knot. I know the word. I've done enough climbing and abseiling to know this.
What if the coats are just too big? These are clearly large and the people in them are at best a size 4 to 6 months.
No! They're not 4 to 6 months. I need to get like one of my guardsmen and compare it in size to these guys. Oh, I don't know if after this I want to just get focused on cleaning up some sprues and stuff. Or try getting my video made. I started making a video last night, but it took forever to get it finished. Or to get it recorded. I only recorded like over half of it, but still. After a sleep, I kind of don't like it. Okay, there's another steelkin head here. Not steelkin, ironkin. A man of iron. Our little sentient robot boys. And these two pieces do go together. Yep, they do. I mean, in theory, oh gosh, no, it's meant to glue onto this thing first. Do you know the bionic hand of the other guy with the explosives? That's not meant to be a bionic hand for normal kin. That's a ironkin hand. But I like the idea that it's actually just a bionic hand. Why don't you go together? There we go. Yeah, then we can just go glue everywhere. Glue all over model. It's inside, it doesn't matter. Oh no, it melted all the way through. Yeah, it's a robot foot there. And the other one's also a robot foot. I think this one's definitely meant to be a ironkin. So just make sure that we don't use the wrong thing. I need to just get the mold line removed on this head because it's covered in very aggressive mold lines. It's not the most. That's what I didn't want to happen. I think it landed on me. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Found it. I'm just gonna aggressively remove his mold line. There we go. This head goes onto here like that. Yeah, loving it. And then we take the knives. Ba, ba, ba. I'm loving it. Wait, can I give like someone double knives? Is that possible? I can. Dual wielding! Now I need to give someone double guns. This ironkin has the best strategy. Why does the ironkin need a big old coat? I just realised this. Like, Does the Iron King get cold? Isn't it normally bad to let robotics heat up? Actually, no, aren't there like some parts that need to be heated up to work properly? Or like need to be sit warm? Gosh, he doesn't want to be glued to the base. But look at him, he's got two, he's going to be like, stop. Do you know Chucky, I think it's called, where he's going all stubby? It's going to be like that, but instead, it's a... little robo boy. How many tiny men we got? Well, we built this dude. We tried making a relatively unique Carl with a shovel in his power fist.
2 pew pews you say. So anyway, I started blasting.
No. 2 stabs. So anyway, I started stabbing. So right in it, I started stabbing. I just finished painting all my models in my grey pile, so I'll probably take your advice from the Combat Patrol video and get the Astartes Tyrannid starter set next. Oh, are you gonna build the Tyrannids? Painting our models. No, we don't do that here. The ones in the Tyrannid and the Astartes set are push fit. That is something to note about. They are cool models. And once 11th edition comes round and the Combat Patrol is taken off, you won't be able to get those ones again. But that's just really the captain. Unless they decide to bring him out as his own model, but I don't think they will. Oh yeah, I need to give him his backpack. But otherwise, we've got 7 of these guys built up. Of the Jaegers. Anyone else got the YouTube UI update? Nope. I got the Reddit UI update and it absolutely sucked. But it makes it easier not to get stuck scrolling through Reddit, so I don't mind. Conjuror still working with a 2005 UI. Which one's that one? I am at the UI, which is... It's basically just a bunch of code on screen. The first one. Oh no, I got the early development build version of it, sorry. Before it was ever released. Unfortunately with this build, you can't really watch videos. I don't think I've ever seen the 2005 UI, by the way. Like, and I have seen it in terms of, you know, when people, you see people reference it or like show it on a video or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I have no memory of that. I do not remember YouTube looking like that. Hi, no fate. So there are definitely other chaos gods other than the big four, right? Kinda. Although there's only
Yet a
like
word.
one that's
I
definitely
mean
chaos.
puff word of the day. Blue collision emoji.
Hi, French Puff, how you doing? New YouTube UI sucks, or what's it like? Is it just different, or does it actually suck? Because that is a big thing. If it's just different, well, you got two things. You got, is it just different for the sake of being different, or is it different but technically better? Or does it just suck? There's Veshtar, kinda. But he's not really a chaos god. You got the god of malice. Which someone pointed out, the Admech symbol looks suspiciously like Malice's symbol. I think that might just be GW being a bit creatively corrupt there. Well, that's the only one that's definitely a chaos god. You got the Emperor, kind of, but he might not be a chaos god if he has become a god. And then you got the Tau thing, which might or may not exist, and because that could just be a vision from Sinch. And even if it does exist, Chaos God might be. Because just because it's a god doesn't mean it's a Chaos one. It just means it's a Warp God. Different is always bad. Revolt. Yeah, revolt. No, don't revolt. YouTube is telling me, tell your fans not to revolt, otherwise we pull your channel. No! I have not been graced by the new UI. Long may it continue, apparently. I've been getting some weird YouTube bugs where videos will just stop after 2 seconds. Not all videos, just some ones. Just some of them. But that's on my phone. I've not really tried it on YouTube yet, on the computer yet. The fifth most common emotion of that. Multiple demons exist who are powerful enough to otherwise be considered gods to most anyone who cares. Really? Like, mostly when people say that for like Vashtar or what's his name? The guy no one likes. Belakar. But neither of them are really gods. They're kind of weak as far as gods would be known. I mean, they're powerful, but not godlike power. One of Sinch's boys. Yeah, the one who blows up solar systems whenever he gets summoned. One of Sinch's boys. That's not... If he belongs to another god, then he's not a god himself. And then I forgot backpack. I keep forgetting the backpacks. There's the other backpack. Good. I really wish Samus was a Chaos God. He's funny. Samus should be the god of unintentional comedy. I don't know who Samus is. Apparently the only new combat patrol the shop near me will stock up on is the Iron Hands one. Oh my gosh! That's a great combo. Go and get it, Talant. I've got 2 of them coming. How come we're only going to stock up on the Iron Hands one? Also, through your shop, can you ask them if you can do like pre-orders and stuff through the shop? That's a good way to get pre-orders if you want to. I don't think the Iron Hands one should be in shop yet though for another 2 weeks. I can, but I'm shy. Ooh. If you want to get combat patrols and stuff, or certain things, it's best to generally do pre-orders of them. Especially if it's more niche in your area, so it's less likely to be stocked up on. Also can't afford it yet. Oh. The new spearhead for what's it called hasn't been announced yet. Has shut. I wonder when they're going to announce it and when, if they do, release it. I imagine they don't want to release the spearhead straight away in hopes that they get more people buying the models. That's only a guess. I mean, Ember's Children got a spearhead right away, pretty much. Not spearhead, combat patrol. That was a new faction. As well as their starter box. And they got a combat patrol, not combat patrol, a battle force. Very weird. Every time Samus was summoned, he would explode out of a random guy while screaming about who he was. Oh. Ashtar won all of the Arc of Omens, all of that other stuff. He was sliding up to be some kind of evil Omnisci, I think, but he hasn't gotten that far yet. Typical Chaos Demon. Thinking he's all that, never being all that.
Now I can unseatland being the Discord rodent. Discord kitten has found a new depth of depravity, even Slanch is concerned.
My only wish for her shut spearhead is that we don't get the... We can now unseatland be the Discord rodent. Discord kitten has found a new depth. I am so confused. Is that we don't get the rocket launcher in the box if we can put something else there? Oh, you don't want the artillery piece in the spearhead. I'll tell GW to like put 20 of them in for you. It will still be the same price as every other spearhead. But it'll be like massive savings as long as all you want is artillery pieces. Quote after exploding out of one guy. Well, you gotta go, TA. Bye, TA. Thanks for being here. You gotta take care of a family member to the doctor's appointment. Okay. I wish you luck with that. Give me a moment. Big heart to you. Yeet. I am Samus. Samus is my name. That is the only name you'll hear. I am the one who walks behind you. I am the footsteps at your back. I am the man beside you. Oh. Could it be me? Do you know what must be scary for demons? It's for like, now this is the guy who just starts blasting, by the way. It's the whenever you got these mortals who are just so incredibly powerful, somehow that you can't possess them, you can't control them, you can't mimic them, you can't do anything to them. All you can do is fight them even and square. That must be absolutely terrifying for a demon to have to deal with. So anyway, I started blasting. I like how it's shooting two completely different directions as well. Is there any head here that's just screaming? I kind of want to just have this person. Oh, there's no heads that are just screaming. No, no. What about on the other kit? Here we go. Yeah. There we go. Can we get him on camera? Unfortunately, his big old chest piece does kind of block his entire screaming thing. Oh. Squeak shyly. Evil Universe Spearhead, 1 artillery, 1 melee squad, 1 hobgot squad. Oh. I think that would be a bit undercosted. You need a character in there. No, with a character it's fine. To be fair, it probably will have the artillery in.
Who did it better? I am Samus, or it is Akato Sicorius.
Kato is Kato. Sicarius. It's like, imagine if Leandros was cool. I know that's a really hard thing to ask someone to imagine, but just imagine it. Leandros on the first Space Marine game. What if he was the coolest dude ever to live? Okay, maybe not the coolest dude ever. Not even the coolest Ultramarine ever. I mean, we got the guy from Bolt Gun to compete with. No. Okay, if these two pieces come together like that. No, maybe we go like that. Maybe the inside part goes into the coat. Okay, the inside part does go into the coat. Okay, that makes more sense. And then this piece goes like, there we go. He's just running along in this big old coat that's too big for him. And give me back my sausages, you goober. I want my sausages. Cuptle, stop stealing people's sausages. Just because they're smaller than you. I don't know where that's come from. But it's now got to be a channel mem forever. One day, people will be quoting to me, "Oh my gosh, you stole my sausages." And I'll be like, what the heck is that from? I'll be like, go, someone clipped your stream. And it became viral. Like, when did I say this? It's like 20 years ago. Like, what? And it's only become viral 20 years later. No! I could have made a box from that. 2 million views. That's like a chicken burger. Leandros wishes he was Cato Sicarius, but he cannot be Cato Sicarius, for I am Cato Sicarius, Cato Sicarius. Cato Sicarius is a man from Peru. He wants to sell you down for with a stitch. What's your favourite character? What's your favourite Ultramarine? And he can't say Roboute Gulliman. He doesn't count. Has to be a Space Marine. Ultramarine Space Marine. Yes, this is forcing you to say something nice about a Space Marine. About an Ultramarine, sorry. Most people just say Titus, I imagine, nowadays. I imagine back before Space Marine 2, most people would say...
You can try to make this a channel meme, but the Chorf's making ornaments for Santa has already transcended time and space.
The Chorf's making... What's this about Chorf's making ornaments for Santa? Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to Santa's workshop we go, to slave away every day. Hi-ho, 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 it's off to workshop we go, to burn and die in misery. Hi-ho, 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 it's off to work we go, to burn and die in misery. Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Da 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 da. Here we go. The Hobgrots. The Hobgrots work. The Hobgrots pay. The Hobgrots work. Every day, for Santa Claus is coming to town. We must work, we mustn't dawdle, we mustn't die at all, for Santa is coming to town. Is that like a thing Games Workshop did of having the Chorfs work for Santa at one point? Because it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, don't forget, Santa is canonical in DC. And every single year, Darkseid fails to stop him from giving him a piece of coal. And he's also canon in Marvel. And every single year, he gives Doctor Doom a nice little gift. Because Doctor Doom is a good guy. Apparently. In some realities, anyway. we go. Nice. Okay, we got 10 dudes done today. And we've also got these guys. We got for Dancer. We got for Prancer. Stop shooting my knee. You know, this kind of looks cool, doesn't it? But if he's not shooting at someone even shorter than him, what's he even shooting at? That's the question. Like, look at this. He's just shooting people's kneecaps. Ah, my knee. Ow. 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 Why the knee? Ah, the other knee. Ah. Ah. Ah, even knelt down, I'm still taller than... Oh, my God. Oh. Even lay down, I'm still taller. Ow, my head. No, this is you pronouncing armaments as armaments, which I mean short people making stuff. Oh. I remember that. Back when we were playing Chaos Dwarfs. Armaments, ornaments, armaments, ornaments, armaments, ornaments. You know, as someone who worked in the weapons industry, you'd think I'd get more mad respect than that, but still. Oh. No, this knife fell off one of these guys. Not you. It's you, your knife fell off. Yeah, it goes there. In Marvel, Santa is actually an Omega level mutant. Also, DC one actually trained Batman and Superman was upset that Batman kept it a secret. Oh my gosh, I never knew that. High quality chaotic baubles of a Christmas tree. You say high quality, but is it really gonna be high quality? You know, people have been asking for charves in 40k, and I question people is, the charves are evil capitalists at heart. They're not even that much chaosy. They're just capitalists with some chaos on the side. And that's exactly, basically, what the Votann are. They're just evil capitalists. They don't even have chaos on the side. That's a cool headpiece here, but I don't know what to use it for. It doesn't fit on anyone. Wanted to put it on her forehead, but it just doesn't fit. Like over her eyes or something. It's just too big and chunky. Adam, do you have a worst faction you would hate to paint? Do you have a worst faction? Like, what's the faction I would hate to paint the most? I don't really know. Chaos does not look the most fun with all the trims on them. Eldar also have quite a lot going on with them. I don't really enjoy painting Black Templars that much because of all the white and blacks next to one another. And how difficult it is to get the shoulder pad looking neat. I can never do it. But yeah, those are probably the factions that I've put some of the worst. Anyway, got like very thin trim and stuff. It's going to be the worst. Mine is Thousand Sons or Deathwatch. Due to the Deathwatch shoulder pad specifically. That makes sense. Let's bring up this thing. Ooh. 2 regiments of renowned. That's cool. Ooh. Ooh. Carl's got a new book, Archmagos. That's cool. Gene Father and that stuff. Anyway. Oh yeah, have you seen the new model here? This guy for Warhammer. Pretty cool model. But let's look at the different factions. The worst ones. What's Steph? Thousand Sons don't look the worst. I mean, I guess we do have a lot to trim actually. And those stripes on the helmet and stuff. That's not going to be fun to paint. I probably just wouldn't paint the stripes. Warp Scroll returns. Armies of Imperium. Imperial Agent. Actually, no. The easiest way to find them would be... Yeah, look at that. Okay, I think we can look at the shoulder pad. Which I don't think even fits Primaris so easily anymore. That's a cool head though. But this shoulder pad... I don't think the shoulder pad's the worst thing. This one doesn't upset me because all you do is just paint it silver. Like a darker silver or like a dark grey. Put your wash on it. Dry brush silver over it and then do the gold. And then just do another wash. And I think that would look relatively good. For one, I don't like. And silver and gold can go next to one another without it being too hard to do. The Black Templar shoulder pad, on the other hand, is... We just look at the upgrade sprue, we can see the shoulder pads. It's due to the fact that it has to be white. If it didn't have to be white, it would be so much easier, but white is such a hard colour to do anyway. And you look at the highlights on the cross here. If you try doing those highlights, with the bad camera angles and stuff, or just bad lighting, it looks like instead you just spilt the white paint onto the cross. So you have to definitely make sure that it's a deep black underneath any highlights you do. And then it's like here, you can see that really thick black line there, where it's nice and neat. That's so difficult to do. I'm always getting white on the very edge of the brim. Or if I try painting the brim, it ends up just going onto the main shoulder pad itself. It's like, oh, that is so difficult. I can even see, if you look carefully here a little bit, where they even got it a bit off. After washing, run the side brush over top of everything should be good enough for it, yeah. Orcs for their skin. No, orcs are fine for this. The thing that makes orcs difficult, orc skin is relatively easy to do, especially with speed painting. Like a lot of people who do high quality orc painting will do speed painting methods for the orc skin. But what makes the orcs difficult for is that for surprisingly high detail models. Like if you look at these boys in particular, the skin's fine. All you do is go for basically whatever tone you want to go for. I think generally, I'm going to test trying to paint them, like undercoat them with Senef. Not Senef. For brown colour, whatever the brown colour is, I've got the yellowish brown. Then you basically just do quite a heavy dry brush, so it does go a bit into the crevices with a green colour. And then just do a contrast over that. Then you just dry brush a light to green colour, and then you go and just put another wash on top of it. And that is perfect. It's very easy to do for orc skin. And if you want to do extra highlights, you can just paint from on top. But orc skin is relatively nice to do. What makes the orcs difficult is like when you look at these guys, when you got the checker pattern, if you want to do goths, that is not fun to paint. But it's just how much detail you've got done for orcs. Like you got this cloth here, then you got the machinery, mechanical parts, the chainsaw parts, this part. And you just got the fact that the clothing is made up of mixtures of cloth, leather, scraps, or from different bits and pieces. And you've just got so many different colours going on and so many different types of textures and material all next to one another and top of one another. It makes it a hell to paint. And like, look at this axe. You think it just paints a normal bronze or steel colour. And no, it's got these little bolts on. It's got the spikes. It's got the handle. It's got these things bolted on. If you just paint it all one colour, it ends up looking weird. So then you have to add other colours into it, and it becomes... It's just a chaotic mess of different colours that you have to do. And it's at first fun to paint one or two of them, but then you've got 20 of them in a single squad, and you've got 3 of those squads. Or it's like, if you look at this, the Squig Hog Boys... I think some of the newer models, they tried to be a bit smarter with it, so that... It has the same crude style of the orcs without giving you so much extra details. It's like, look at the... No, look, actually, this is a good example. This Ruckabug Squig Buggy of it just being a chaotic mess of different colours and pieces and textures. It's like, just... It looks super cool, and at first you think it's simple, but if you just look at this and think about how you would go about painting it, it becomes chaotic very quickly. And it doesn't help that, especially if you don't build these pieces, where you paint it and then you build it, you suddenly end up with a lot of pieces where it's like, actually, how do you paint that part? And so even some model pieces, like, that are just single pieces, you have the same question of... It's very hard to get around all the jagged bits that are popping out everywhere. Like this guy, we're going to get him and we're going to build him. No, we don't get him the Squig Buggy. We're getting the other one for Boomdacker one. This one. This one seems easier to paint, but still, I'll have to probably build it in a way where I can take it apart so I can paint it. Necron phase blades are hell. I need to look up a tutorial for it. I enjoy Sangry God Raptors. Raptors? Just give me one. I want to look at the Necron blades. Guardsmen aren't the most fun because you feel like you have to paint the eyes properly, and doing that on like 20 different guardsmen is not fun. I think the modern model is easier to paint, but what's the Necron phase blades? Which one are they? Is it this one for Praetorians of a Leech God? Thanks for the food. Get those chicken nuggies up. That's a lot of chicken nuggies on my head. Or do you just mean these any blades of the Necrons in general? Or like how they do this really nice glow. If you want things to look super nice like the Games Workshop website, yeah, they're very hard. If you don't care about it too much. So how these ones are, I imagine, I think what they've done is they've painted like lead belcher or, you know, some metal colour underneath it. And I think that's helped give it this weird texture they've got going on. And what they do is they painted it like black, then over it. I'm guessing they either used a sponge or an airbrush to get this nice gradient. I imagine from the looks of it, they first painted it this colour here, where it's still the darker grey, at least in the middle. And then they did this black colour, and then they kind of sponged or airbrushed it into the green colour onto each side here. And then they did the lighter colour from this angle and pushed in. And then did white highlights along the edges. Just everywhere. Or very light green highlights, I imagine. For sponge method, it's like you use a makeup sponge and it can give you the same type of gradients. You can also get a similar effect if you have a brush you don't care about being damaged, and you effectively want its brushes, bristle bits to be sprayed, and you very, very lightly brush over it like dry brushing. So you want it to just very lightly to get a gradients onto things. But I imagine that if you're doing the sponge method, what you're meant to do from looking it up is you load it with like 3 different colours onto it. But I'm not sure. That's how I imagine they've done these. For rust colour, I need to learn how to do that rust colour as well, because I'm thinking about doing that for my venom crawlers. So they look nurgly. I want these destroyers, they look so cool. I'm probably not going to paint the blades on my stuff like that. I might do, thinking about it. But I'm going to paint my Necrons bluish anyway, rather than greenish. What are we saying? Sanguinary God. Oh yeah, Astra Militarum I want to look at as well. I think out of these two, like normal Cadian shock troops and the Death Corps of Krieg, I think the Death Corps of Krieg have the hardest colour scheme to do well. Or maybe not colour scheme, but the hardest models to do well. Because Cadian shock troops are kind of simple. It's like once you know how to paint skin, it's relatively easy to paint skin. You can paint these guys. You might want to add diversity to them like we've got here, so it's not just all one skin tone. You've got different levels of tan. Or if you use washes, you can just change how watered down it is as well. And just what your base coat is. But for colour scheme for these guys, I think to get these guys looking good is a bit easier than the Death Corps of Krieg. Because there's nothing too complicated here. I mean, you got the eyes if you want to do the pupil and stuff. Like what they've got there. And a thing that people often make a mistake with is that they paint the eyes white. You want to go with a very dark grey. Or quite a dark grey. And then go with an even darker grey for your pupil. If you want to do the pupil. The main reason is you don't want your eye to pop. In real life, our eyes don't pop. They're not that bright. They're not like my anime eyes. I think they do very thin down light paint on top of a darker one and build up a layer at a time. But if you can't get that thinning down, it's just scuffed layer on top of the other. Maybe. The way the gradient is, it kind of looks airbrush though, because it's such a smooth gradient. We've also got that weird metallic-y texture going on, so I think that it looks like it's painted over metal, but you don't see it in the darker areas with the phase blades. Yeah, the Death Corps of Krieg though, the Tempesta signs look like they won't be fun with all that trim, but I don't think you need to do the trim for them to look good. Yeah, the Death Corps of Krieg, they have a lot more going on the single model. Because you got this pack here, and then you've got the gas mask chamber, the gas mask itself, the helmet, the main coat, the thing underneath the main coat, and then the legs and stuff. And I feel like all of this adds up to a lot of detail very close to one another. And yeah, this doesn't look the most fun thing to paint. I'm gonna have to think how I'm gonna do these models myself, because I don't want the gas mask heads on mine. But the chamber on the front of them is connected to the gas mask. And that's part of the gas mask piece and it glues onto the body. Looks very fun to put no oil on. If I did cosplay, I would Death Corp, mostly Ghost wearing a mask. Seems like a good plan in public. Yeah. I've done quite a bit of cosplay before. Imperial Knights, Armies of the Imperium, Mechanicus. Cadia. That's a really well painted cape, like part there. Oh yeah, for Sanguinary God, that's what we wanted to look at. Blood Angels. I like the new Blood Angels captain. He's so cool. Some people don't like him though, which is fair. You can't really fault for new Blood Angels combat patrol though. Okay, these dudes. Raptors. Oh, I like and don't like the models. The poses look goofy. It's mostly like a lot of it. Like this guy, he looks quite goofy. At first, I thought when I first saw this mod, I didn't realize that the head of the spear was in front of his knee. I thought it would be behind his knee, and that would have looked cooler. Instead, it just makes his spear look just too light. Like, it doesn't look like it's got a proper grip on it. Looks like he's about to drop it. It just feels so weird. It doesn't look like it's going up. He doesn't look like it's coming down. But the way that banner goes off. It's got a weird range of motion. It doesn't really give you a proper idea of how he's moving. And I think that's where these things come into issue. I mean, that way, from this angle, he looks a bit cooler, I guess, because that gives you a better idea of his motion. It still just feels like a weird design for the model. I like them though. Mechanicus could be a pain about. Oh yeah, I've heard Mechanicus is a pain, especially if you want to do the official colour schemes. I say official. If you want to do the one that's like pictured here on the site. And you got other colour schemes, like this one's a lot easier to do. But yeah, if you want to do this like they've done, this is not a fun scheme to do. Like, especially painting all the, you know, the white parts on the hats and stuff, and like down here. I think some of this might be transfers. Because they generally don't try, as far as I'm aware, they don't try doing too much actual freehanding on the models that are meant to be on the store, like, selling page. Because they want to give you an idea of how it would look, I guess, if you don't do freehanding. But I'm imagining that most of this stuff I've got here, like down there, is free-handed. Maybe it's not. Maybe that is just transfers. I've not actually seen for Mechanicus transfers. Actually, wait a minute. I do have some Mechanicus models. I can look at the transfers. You like painting Chaplain models? I've painted one Chaplain model now. It's cool. Oh gosh, my legs. It died. Let's look. I've got a Mechanicus box here. Does it actually have the transfers in it? It does. Ooh. Oh, it does have those transfers in, actually. It's not got many of them, but it does have them in. You won't be able to see very well, but the bottom of the transfer here. Yeah, you definitely can't see it. It does have that on. And it's secretly got them in black. So you could do some, but that's not really enough for all of the different models. You could just do that with one model. That being said, I did get this second hand, so it might not have all the transfers in. The Martian scheme. Yeah, but even then, they're not necessarily fun models to paint. Because can we look at this? Yeah, we can. Yeah, this is for old Mechanicus Combat Patrol. I got it on eBay for a really good price. It's because you've got all the mechanical bits and all of the robes and stuff, and because they got so many different sticky outy bits on them and so many fiddly parts. They're not fun to paint. I've heard they're also quite good at damaging brushes because of all the... And same with Chaos, because you get all the spiky parts on them. If you don't know, spiky parts on models, like if they're not soft spikes, and this is one of the reasons why people advise, like when you're cutting things down or like making these, like cutting up a piece so it looks like it's been kind of cut off or something, like a arm's been cut off. Before painting or like undercoating, just cover it in glue, because the glue will melt down the rougher, sharper edges and turn it into a much softer piece so it won't damage your brush. I've never painted World Eaters. I don't have any World Eaters yet. But technically I do have a Demon Prince that needs to be made, but I'm waiting to actually get the World Eaters from Combat Patrol. I imagine they might be a bit easier to do than whatever normal Chaos Space means, I don't know. But I think at this point it's 12:07. I've got other stuff to do today, so I need to give you love hearts. And thank you for coming to the stream. We'll be streaming again on Friday. It'll be an all-day stream because we'll be building a blooming what do we call them? What we'll be building, I forgot what it's called. Battle Fortress or whatever it's called. The big orc, we looted a big orc looted Battle Fortress thing, which we're making from a couple of guardsman chimeras I've got, a couple of old ones that are already built and painted. I'm just looting them now for the orcs. Because they're kind of conversions that are really cool in ideas, but they kind of look coupled together. I mean, I was a kid when I made them. I was a little girl who just wanted to make some really unique chimeras. You leave me alone. But thank you for coming to the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Eat good food, sleep well, dream of cupcakes, but don't eat the cupcakes. They're friends, not food. And what else do I usually say? I forgot. Take care of yourself, be kind to others, work harder, but play harder. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone. Love you. Wait. I want to go back to the hand cam so I can wave. Goodbye, everyone. Yeah. Love you all. Whee. Ah. Bye, Wahel. Bye, Wahel.